Hello, YouTube. I'll just answer your question right now. The Adderall shortage. That is why I haven't uploaded. Speaking of, enjoy the single longest thorium moment I have ever had. And I'm not joking. Actually, this is the most embarrassing video I've uploaded in a few years. It says a lot about my character, my self-discipline, and my inability to remember to take the medication that... I got distracted. What? The worst places in American cities were intentional. This video does look gas. Actually.
Nobody.
Okay. I gotta pee.
Nobody likes this. Everybody hates this. I'm here live on location at Patton Avenue in Asheville, North Carolina. Probably everybody's least favorite part of the entire city, to be honest. Pretty much nobody ever likes to be here for any reason. And you only come here if you have to. Can you see that McDonald's in the shot? We've got our golden arches right there. So what I'm trying to figure out is, like, if this place is designed to be maximally efficient for the car and for no one else.
Oh, wait, shit. I'm so fucking blind. No Good Name 16 minutes ago with the $25.
Cops lit me up while I had a zip of crack in the car. Had me throwing rocks off the overpass like a Michigan teenager. We puff passing Narcan. I am the Snoop Dogg of fentanyl. Drew the op as a soy jack. We smoking that Faraday.
That's
cage.
the best one.
I'm sucking on our hemorrhoid like a ring pop. I'm creating lease agreements so predatory they put me on the fucking sex offender registry. Glock turned the op into Stephen Hawking.
Thank you for sharing that. That was worth the $25. I appreciate that, dude.
Why does it also suck to drive in? Wait.
While I'm talking to you, I'm gonna have this video of myself trying to cross Patton Avenue up in the corner so you can see how long it takes.
I realized that before I got my license, the only way for me to go literally anywhere was to depend on an adult in my life to do me the favor of taking the time out of their day to drive me. Kids that grew up in the exurbs and had access to a car to drive, getting your license is like something you look forward to so much because it literally means freedom. It means society granting you the privilege of going somewhere, of just being able to go to a place. That's something that you gain in the US when you're 16 and are rich enough to have a car to drive. So when I got my license, I was so thrilled to have it until I started driving and I realized how much it sucked.
Dude, a 5-lane highway in the middle of nowhere. I mean, look at how just remote this area is. And also, take a moment to appreciate these are wide lanes. These aren't regular sized lanes. These are these oversized lanes they build in Texas and other states to, I mean, honestly, to accommodate the larger vehicles and trucks that are on the road, like dump trucks, 18-wheelers. Everyone drives a fucking Ford F-350 with goddamn double lift, triple suspension, quadruple wife fucking other men while I'm overseas, and the truck never gets a scratch on it. Take a moment to appreciate just how much asphalt is here and how unoccupied the asphalt is. Parking lots, hella wide lanes, hella big spaces, hella spaces. Man.
Where my commute to work kills me or someone else. And that could easily happen. Isn't it morbid to tell your friends to text you when they get home safely? Because there's a good chance that they're gonna get hurt or killed in a car accident on the way home? That's not inevitable. They don't do that in places where people don't drive cars.
After the filming of this video, Apple added the check-in feature to iMessage to target this extremely common use case. What is check-in?
A big inconvenience.
Oh, this is cool. Check in when I arrive, check in after a timer.
I realized that owning a car means buying the car, but it also means paying for the car insurance and paying for the maintenance costs of the car and paying for the climate-destroying fuel for the car, which is still extremely expensive, even despite the absurd federal subsidy. If you want to go to a friend's house, you're gonna have to risk your life and probably sit through a lot of traffic. The more you have to drive, the greater your risk of being killed on the road, or worse, accidentally killing someone else on the road. It starts to become clear that driving is not the right mode of transportation for every single situation.
And you know what? That was a motorcycle that guy probably drives 10 days a year that just rode by. Loudest fucking things on the road are motorcycles. unhoused, unsheathed engines, you know?
Driving is good.
You don't have to have insurance to ride a motorcycle on the road?
Because most likely you're just gonna die.
Yeah.
You know nurses call them donor cycles?
Donor cycles? That's harrowing.
Have to do. In America, we have a very small and dwindling number of places built before the year 1955 that weren't decimated by urban renewal projects and suburban sprawl gutting the historic downtowns that existed there. Some of them still exist, but if you can't afford to live there, then you're fucked. You have to have a car, or you have to have a severely inconvenienced life. There is no viable alternative when every single place is 50% parking lot. So I came to realize all of this stuff, but my assumption was that all of these places that made me feel really bad inside to be in and that I found very unpleasant to drive in or be in as a pedestrian, I figured they existed for a reason, right? Like, it seems like that must be the most cost-effective or efficient way for those things to be built. Everybody hates it, but it's the inevitable result of the economic system and we have to deal with it, right? I assumed that there was something greater than my understanding that made it logical for all of these places with 8 lanes of through traffic and businesses with giant parking lots on either side.
Hold that thought. It's time to cross the street with 8 lanes of through traffic and businesses with giant parking lots on either side.
Holy shit, finally!
Good, it's safe to cross.
4 minutes and 18 seconds!
I've crossed, I can go to all of these different businesses, like the Wells Fargo or the abandoned Kmart or the abandoned auto body shop. How do you guys like Patton Avenue? Is it good? It fucking sucks, right?
Okay, back to the point I was trying to make. Let's run it back.
So I came to realize all of this, but basically assumed
I
that
have to do this every day on the walk to school, but sometimes I just don't even bother to hit the thing to not bother the cars and just jaywalk across. Yeah, and it's faster. It's faster to just jaywalk. You don't ruin anyone else's day by just jaywalking, unless you die. One day near my house, I was trying to like bike to CVS to pick up my prescription. I was like, I'll just bike there. So I'm at the crosswalk, middle of the highway. They just finished it, actually. They just finished this crosswalk. They just finished this section of the highway. They just did the intersection right next to the crosswalk. So I push the button, and then I get on my phone. I'm just like looking at TikToks while I wait. Chat, when I tell you that over 10 minutes passed and the crosswalk never lit up, I was just certain that it was broken. I look up the street and I see people crossing, but they didn't use the crosswalk. They're jaywalking while there's traffic. So not only does this crosswalk not work, that one probably doesn't work, or it takes too long. So what was the point, man?
Horrible places that I hated that were car dependent with tons of through traffic and big parking lots and businesses on either side. I came to figure all of that must be inevitable, right? Everybody hates these places, so we wouldn't build them unless it was absolutely necessary. These places are so horrible to inhabit and exist in that it must be the result of some economic issue, right? Like maybe it's cheaper for the DOT to build a place like that than a place like a historic downtown. And that's basically how I felt from the ages of maybe 17 to 21. And then the issue started to really get a chokehold on me when I realized that all of those assumptions are like demonstrably false. It is so expensive. It is obscenely expensive to build a Strode. It is
Strode, when a high-speed roadway tries to be a place like a cross between a lively street and a highway. It's the futon of roadways. It tries to be a street and a high-speed road and fails miserably at both. What you'll see is that a Strode usually has like a bent right turn or a bent left turn in order to allow side traffic to skip the intersection. Yeah? Intersection, and what you end up with is like a road right here, and then you have this concrete thing in the middle. Check this shit out. Usually, on this little concrete island right here, that will be the crosswalk sign. So you need to wait until there's no car. There's no indicator here. So there's gonna be a cross right here at this part. There's gonna be a cross right here. And then you cross onto this little concrete island where you have traffic going this way and traffic going this way and traffic coming this way. The traffic going this way. Through this little strode, you have traffic obviously coming this way. And you have traffic coming this way. So while you're sitting on this tiny little island, pressing this little button, and you're hearing the wait. So you can finally cross to go to this section, or you can finally cross to go over here. It feels like you are in literal purgatory. You'll have 2 lanes of cars zooming, and you'll have cars coming in about half their speed. And there's no necessary reason to wait, especially because they'll have like a little light right here or something, or they'll have a light here on the intersection saying right turn, yield to oncoming. So these guys, essentially, they don't have to wait for the light. If it's green or yellow, they can just immediately, without ever stopping, come up to the intersection and kind of lean right. And if there's a pedestrian rather, if there's a pedestrian right here, let's say this is you and you don't want to die today, you have to wait and look and see if there's a car coming, because they're not checking for you. They're going like 45, 50, 60. They're going to come up to this. They're going to slow down to 30, 20 real quick, slip through it, and then hammer on down the way. And they do this to decrease intersection times and to, I don't know, alleviate the distance that an intersection backs up. But like, why are you trapping pedestrians on a tiny little 20 square foot concrete island with traffic flying by them every which way saying good luck?
Obscenely expensive to maintain a strode. It's obscenely expensive to maintain the parking lots and all of the...
Isn't this gorgeous? I mean, chat, isn't this just the most beautiful? As far as the eye can see, telephone poles that have been updated with additional lights. I love the metal white light coming off of the wooden pole. Beautiful. Stretching across the highway like vines in the jungle. The Taco Bell in the distance radiating a beautiful holy light. And then look at this, chat. Count the lanes. 1, 2, 3. A turn lane. 4, 5, 6. We have 7 lanes on this road, boys. Are you not excited? And you know where this road goes? Fucking nowhere. You would think that the road would be getting this wide because you're about to get on the widest section of the interstate in order to head through the most major part of the city. And they made the road this big because traffic is always backed up, and pretty much all these cars on this route are going the same direction. No. This is just the road. This is just the road. If we build one big road, we don't have to build a bunch of small roads, right? Because people live all in one spot. People don't have houses in different locations.
Pipes and our cities are absolutely bleeding money, and yet we're still making places like this. It doesn't make any sense.
It was at this point in the shoot that a very aggressive woman came up to me and yelled at me, demanding that I stop filming there. So this weird transition's her fault.
Some of my earliest...
No, show us the fucking video. What? Wait, what? Show us that. No. Leave that in and show us. Dude, that's the most juicy part of this fucking video. Can we see? God, do you see how before you can see any signs of human life, I was like, oh, that's a really pretty river that kind of runs straight through the... Nope.
I think is like...
Nope.
12 or 13...
Nope.
15 lanes.
Not a river. Ooh, chat, do you see that shit right there? Ooh, isn't that fucking gorgeous?
Wide.
Look at it. Hold on. Back it up. Back up, Terry.
12 or 13 lanes wide.
Oh, that's nice. See the way that I mean, this is just fucking awful. I'm looking at how the traffic on the interstate back here, I'm looking at how it's fucking divided. It's fucking divided when it doesn't need to be. It gets split. It's already divided, then it gets split right here. There's a split. Oncoming traffic can decide if they want to go here or here. But let me ask you this. Why does the driver need to decide before the intersection is even on their fucking map?
But I remember it made me feel gross.
Oh.
It made me feel like kind of disgusted. Because when you're in a space like that, something feels wrong about it.
Katy Freeway.
Something feels like you're not supposed to be there.
Welcome to Houston, motherfucking Texas, you dumb sack of shit. Do you need to go to the mall? The Galleria is right down the road. Yep, right down the road. Which road? What road is that? Let me think. It's I-30, but then it turns into, what is that, I-20? So Highway 59, you take it down, and once you get past Shepherd, you get through Cleveland, you cross over Highway, what is that, 105, turns into Interstate 69. Now, Interstate 69 is broken up into little pieces all across the country because Eisenhower, I don't know, he died or something, whatever. Highway 69, it gets down here, and ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Wait, where's the Katy Freeway? There she is. Oh, there she is. Oh, there she is, brother. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, so once you take 69 and you finally get down here, oh my God, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Turn on the satellite. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Oh my God. Can you imagine living right here in this fucking house? Trying to sleep, trying to take a little nap. You just get a little eepy. I'm just gonna sleep. I think I'll be fine. Why does Weest look pink? It's honestly, it's funny you mentioned that. I fucked with the camera settings for a while. I think I don't like what I ended up with. I would never mute and then cover the lens. And
he would never? Well, he would, but I wouldn't. Because I'm the better Weest, clearly. Everything will be better when I'm in charge. Balls.
Chat, I was trying to explain to her why I want to drink alcohol. It's not because I'm sad. It's not because I'm anxious and I'm masking my anxiety. It's just because I get sillier. I don't rely on alcohol to feel silly. No, I already feel silly. But the thing is, if I'm drunk, I won't sit there and think about the joke for like 50 seconds about whether or not it's funny. I'll just say it because I know it's funny. Chat, explain to me, where do babies come from? No one knows. No one's ever been able to answer this for me. Sex!
That's a stork denier.
It's not sex. It's funny. It's just Tova that freaks out. Rex doesn't care about the blender. He's like, but Tova acts like she's in the blender. Like every time the blender turns on, Tova acts like she's the fucking ingredients. I don't know why. Many such cases, the dogs, they think they're in the blender and they're not in the blender, folks. But you know, these folks, these dogs. It's delicious. Thank you. Cool cat, weird cat. Thank you. Twitch chat. 25 subs and I won't end my life. Every single time, every single day. Sweet signs! Holy shit. Wait, sweet little bee. Are you Sweet Little Bean? Yeah. Yeah, okay. They have not chatted since 7/27. Yeah, when I was live in New York with Kayla. Thank you, Sweet Little Bean, for the 25 gifties. What the fuck? Holy shit, whoever you are. Thank you so much. I've never seen you before in chat other than a couple other times. But every time you come in here, you just have a lot of gifties just to give away. We hit our dailies, chat. We can do our fucking dailies now. Hold on 1 second, boys.
Drail, Drake. Drail. Drake. 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 That'll keep Drake. 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 Drake.
Wait, did you guys hear it get Australian? Drake. 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 Want to get Aussie? Eh.
Stop waffling, Flesh Boy.
I'll end it. Wait, okay, anyway, I turned off the camera because I was having a conversation with her. I was like, babe, you cannot donate to me. It makes chat not want to donate. And she's like, that wasn't me. I was like, bullshit. Bullshit, this chatter only talks when you're on stream.
Yeah, because he's my fucking donator.
It's Sweet Little Bean, chat, from the fucking subathon. It's Jordan.
My donator.
It's Sweet Little Bean from the subathon. Do you remember? Jordan, if you're in chat, dude, how are you just gonna pull up? I've been streaming from Kayla's place often. You're just gonna pull up suddenly.
No, he has a life.
But you just pull up, you just drop 25, you don't say anything in chat. Can we watch the video? No, I aided it.
Nobody likes
I aided it and now it's at the beginning again, chat.
I get kind of weirdly extremely fixated on really niche topics. Growing up, I was always so interested by the construction of highways and new roads. I think the thing that interested me most was to go on Street View and look at places where they had recently installed new stretches of highway and look at like...
Wait, did it say it right?
Liu Yan.
It's not hitting the, I don't think it's hitting the tones. I don't know if the AI model itself is trained on Mandarin tones.
Bing Chi Lin.
Bing Chi Lin.
Like the
oh
back
my
roads
god,
where people used to live and what happened once the highway came through. I had this like
Bing
morbid
chilling.
curiosity about the way that places are completely transformed and destroyed by the construction of highways. That was about as far as it went.
Beautiful, reasonable highway going through this nice, quiet, peaceful place.
That was a
What did you do?
about as far as it went for me until I started driving. So I'm going to take Patton Avenue as an example of a road that functions poorly and try to understand how it happened. So it's time for the Patton postmortem. I want to figure out how this road got so bad. I basically live on like a 5-lane road that is immediately connected to a highway exit. So yeah, we get a lot of traffic noise at our house. In order to understand what happened with Patton Avenue, you have to understand the principle of induced demand. Hello. So typically a future road is a back road that is adjacent to a growing city of sprawl. These roads begin as high-speed connections between places, as a way from point A to point B, and they often retrace very old historic routes. Over time, these roads might gain some sparse commercial...
Chat is happening. Oh, God. You will not be able to put anything here for 100 years as long as this road is here. As long as this road is here and you decide that you really need a parking lot, you'll never, ever, ever use any of this space immediately connected to this road.
Commercial and residential uses for the people who live nearby, but generally speaking, it is a route to get from one place to another. So when two of these back roads intersect, oftentimes businesses will open up on the corner because potential business owners have correctly identified that they'll have the greatest exposure to through traffic.
What the fuck is this? And look at this chat, look at this, ready? Driveways to homes! These are driveways to fucking residential homes! This is like some shit I would build in city skylines or fucking mini motorways, dude. Oh, fuck.
Traffic there. And then also it makes a lot of sense when you think about it that these are often gas stations / convenience stores or like auto body / mechanic shops. They're usually pretty car.
It's not like we're strapped for space in the Midwest. Think about time. Grand amounts of time. Now shrink them down into something bite-sized. Scale everything down. 1 human life let's say it lasts about a month. It lasts about a month. So when our grandparents do something, they don't got to deal with the bullshit for about a month. Their kids might have to deal with it. Whenever they build shitty roads, okay, maybe the kids got to deal with it. So we're worried about it in like a month. Yeah? How many fucking months are you going to let a problem be a fucking problem? Because you've made a problem that is going to last for as many fucking months as you allow it. And if no one's going to step up, if there's not going to be a single fucking person that steps up in the field of urban planning and urban design and fixes your fucking problems, they will be fucking impossible to fix. They will be unfixable, and they will be unfixable in perpetuity. It's just fucked. 0 people live in the green area. 0. This isn't a fucking problem. Huh? What are you talking? Are you talking about what green area? Mapping all the places in the U.S. with a population of 0. Okay, let's look back 3 months. 3 months. Let's look back 3 human lifespans. Let's say about 210 years. This entire fucking map would be green except for like the colonies, right? Over here in this area, and then like maybe somewhere here towards Texas. Yeah. So fast forward from today, 3 months, 3 human lifespans, because they last a month. 210 years. A lot of work can be done in that time. 200 fucking years from now, are they going to be having to deal with shitty, dumbass designs like this still? God, I fucking hope not. So at what point do we fix it in these 3 months? Do we wait? Do we keep procrastinating? Do we wait until 2 months and 29 days? Until it's just so fucking ridiculous that we have to take our flying cars through this 4-way interchange in the sky? Actually, this is a 1 to 3 interchange, it looks like. Of course, it's gonna look like ass. A perfect top-down view like this gives me an absolute understanding of the field of view of the drivers, because I see exactly where they will be able to see and where they can't see. I can see a top down, so I know what their sight line is. Can I donate money to send to Magalgamate so my PayPal info doesn't go somewhere? Okay, so because I already have it, you're trusting me with it? Okay. So you want to donate to give to Magalgamate? What for? Top surgery? Plus boobs or minus boobs? This is important. Because if it's plus boobs, we have an expert over here. Oh, minus boobs? Okay, never mind.
I went from double A's to double D's.
Double A's to double D's. Remember that, chat. Whenever you want to talk shit to me about being bad at a video game, just know I go to bed at night and I rest my face in the bosom, and you don't. Upon which bosom dost thou rest thy head? Be it not mine, I could say. This chatter doesn't even have titties. They don't plan on getting titties either. They're trolling you. They don't have titties. They don't need titties removed. They don't plan on getting titties. They just want the money. Just fucking with you. Magalgamate trolling you. Sorry, this has been a one big thorium moment. This video is 19 minutes. We're 10 minutes in. We've been watching it for 4 hours.
Centric services, they're motorist oriented.
You had bigger boobs than Kayla before she got the DLC. They were probably the same size, and I'm not joking.
Having a new emerging place is not bad. There's nothing wrong with that.
You
can tell this by the fact that there is a 4-way stop. What that means is that drivers have to slow to a complete stop and communicate with one another before traveling through the intersection.
Communicate.
So the drivers are going to be actively paying attention to their safety. But then also...
Incorrect.
Means that the cars will be traveling slow speeds when they're passing by these businesses, which is good because those are places with complex turning movements and people that are around. So you want the vehicles to go slow for everyone's safety. So now that we have congestion building at the 4-way stop, the first thing that the DOT
Magalgamate, did you get it?
introduces in a situation like this is a traffic signal. Now, I want to be very clear on the point of traffic lights. My assumption was always that traffic lights are there for safety, that going up to a stop sign doesn't
There's not a lot of tequila in this.
when you're definitely allowed to go, which introduces more variability, whereas a traffic light tells you exactly when you're supposed to go through the intersection and when you're not. Seems safer, right? Here's what traffic lights are actually for. The reason the DOT loves this specific solution so much is because it raises the speed that vehicles can travel through the intersection.
Chat, Magalgamate got the money. They got it. Huge.
You looked at a little light bulb and you saw that it was the correct color. That is so dangerous, bro. I don't see any reason that it ever makes sense to have cars pass through a conflict point where there's other through traffic coming through at a speed as deadly as 44 miles an hour. That just should not happen, especially if there's like unprotected right turns and unprotected left turns. Like, you're just begging for people to die. The thing about four-way stops is that they require people to stop and then communicate with one another, which is a really...
I really do like having the mic on a tiny little bitch-ass tripod. Something about being able to pick up the mic and hold it, it's like I'm on the phone. It really is like I'm on the phone. Suddenly my enthusiasm feels higher. It's so funny, too. I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. I don't know.
Really good way to get people to pay attention.
I feel like I'm more expressive because I'm able to talk.
Like traffic lights, which you kind of can just mindlessly not pay attention to and follow the rules and you're good.
Nico, why are you a traffic shill? Why are you a car shill? And I'm not judging you to shut you down and change your opinion. I genuinely want to know, why do you think this guy is brain dead? Why do you think the topic of discussing poor urban planning, poor urban layout, poor urban design, all in reference to traffic, all in the fucking vein of traffic, why do you think it's brain dead? Because traffic is a major problem, and mostly only really here in the United States because we are such a car-dependent society, deliberately spread thin with insane requirements, laws, and legislation to regulate, and that creates a societal dependency on cars. Like, whenever you pass a law that says that every business needs to be able to have parking that matches like 60% of its capacity, that to me says, oh, we're gonna have a big, thin city. We're gonna have a city so fucking thin that it's just gonna be cement and roads. Is it normal to have a 55-gallon barrel of water beside your chair with a straw hooked up, like a Camelback? That is, and I'm not joking, a guaranteed death sentence after a month. I'm not joking. Unless you have a ultraviolet light inside of that thing blasting it, that stagnant water will kill you. Hangu. What's up?
I'm drunk.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jacob.
Nice to meet you. You come here often?
Not right here, but sometimes.
You don't come here often?
No, but sometimes. Okay, we might have to wrap up stream.
Are you talking about what?
We might have to wrap up
Are
stream.
you talking about ejaculate?
I'm talking about ejaculate. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been reading chat, and I realize Nico is mad about this video because Nico's been losing money on gambling all day. I've been reading your fucking chat logs. You've been losing money gambling. You're mad as fuck. Oh, shit. Whatever you bet on, I'm betting on the opposite. I'm betting on the exact inverse.
But instead, we keep making...
Stop linking me shit. Stop linking me shit. We have fucking 1.5 minutes left. Please, stop linking me shit. Stop making me pause. Stop it, stop it, stop it. God, dude. Fuck. We've been actually, like, babe, we've been watching this video for 2 hours. It's 20 minutes long.
Yeah, a lot has happened in between.
We're still building more of these. Asheville has a lot of problems as a city, and I feel certain that a small amount of money...
I'm not clicking those fucking links, dude. Stop.
But instead, we are about to invest...
Don't care. I'm done. Oh, man. I didn't get one guide, not two guide. I got every fucking guy here. Every guy. I got, what, 150 viewers? God, I'm washed. I got 150 guide. Hey, you 150 people, because you are people to me. It may not be people to your families because you're weird, but you 150 people, y'all are the realest because y'all are here now. Not at my peak. Y'all are real as fuck. Anyway, let's get 5 gifties per real motherfucker.